Today's word is Proverbs 12:25, which says, "Anxiety in the heart of man will weigh him down, but a good word will cheer him." And it's interesting when we translate the Hebrew or Greek words for anxiety. Obviously, we're not talking about any type of clinical anxiety. That is something that is medical and is something that takes a certain kind of care to deal with. But what God is talking about here is general anxiety, just the anxiety that people deal with on a day-to-day basis. The fear that things will not be taken care of. And sometimes we need a good word to cheer us up, to remind us that it's going to be okay. I was with my kids and we were talking about, the birds of the air not caring about, wondering about where their food is coming from, the flowers, the lilies in the field, not worrying about when the rain or the sun is going to shine. And yet God cares more about us than he cares about them. So why should we be worried? And it was really encouraging to my son because I was helping him understand that I'm not even a perfect father. And I'm going to make sure I do the best I can to keep you taken care of. God is a way better father than me. So how much better will he be for you? And that's the encouragement I give anybody out there. God is a perfect father. He knows what you need, when you need it, how you need it. He also is not going to allow you to endure something that he's not going to use for his glory. So just trust that he's got a good plan. Regardless of what you have to deal with or what you're facing, God has a plan and he's trustworthy.
Jesus wants to free us from that gnawing ache of worry by redirecting our attention to God's trustworthy character. Notice the birds, he says. They do work, and they build nests and gather seed, but it's God who provides everything. Or check out the lilies, how God has clothed them with stunning beauty. Jesus is drawing on biblical poems like Psalm 104, which describe how God holds the universe in a delicate balance and lavishly cares for his creation. And if God cares for birds and flowers, Jesus asks, how much more does he care for you? As a human, you're made in God's image and filled with his breath. Since God designed our world with plenty for everyone, we don't need to fret over having enough. And we don't need to hoard or violently defend our resources. We can live generously and give without fear. We can even become God's means of providing for others. If we're wrestling with the choice to stay worried about scarce resources or potential problems, Jesus invites us to take a deep breath and trust that in the end, God's provision is more than enough for everyone. And Jesus says there is a lot of evidence. Watch the birds, and gaze at the lilies, and see God's generous care for his whole creation.